Hi Puyi and Joe. Okay, so today we're doing Kugel. As per Puyi's request. Let's do it. Okay, so Steve is not actually into Kugel. So I'm just gonna make a half recipe, but I'll say the amounts for the full recipe. I think that's what I'll do. So hopefully that doesn't get too confusing for either of us. Okay, so, I should go through all the ingredients first. You need 4 eggs. You need 2/3 of a cup of sugar. You already heard my spiel about what sugar I like, so I have my fancy evaporated organic cane sugar again. 50 grams of butter, which is melted. 200 mils of sour cream. 4 cups of milk, which is of course a whole litre. Pasta. This is the pasta I could find. You need an egg pasta that's wide, like a tagliatelle or a fettuccine. I'm hoping this isn't too thick. It's just what I could get. Raisins or sultanas, cinnamon, cornflakes, and then you need a little bit more sugar at the end. But the cornflakes and the sugar at the end is for the topping, so we don't worry about that yet. The first thing to do is to preheat your oven. It doesn't actually have to be the first thing, but turn your oven on, turn it on to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's start. Eggs and sugar in a bowl. So you need 4 eggs. I'm doing 2, you need 4. So really everything, all of the liquid stuff is gonna go into a bowl. All right, eggs and sugar. So 4 eggs and 2/3 of a cup of sugar. It says to mix it in a mixer. I don't have a mixer, so I'm gonna mix it with this. I think it's gonna be okay. If you don't have a hand blender, hand mixer either, you know, just do your best. I think with this recipe it doesn't matter so much. It's not like you're making a meringue or a lemon meringue pie or other meringue things. You know what? I really don't think the mixer was necessary. I think I'm just gonna stick with a spoon. And then you put in the butter, melted butter. So I'm just gonna have to estimate. Is that about? You need 50 grams. I need 25 grams. I think it's a bit less than that. Okay, so we've got our eggs and our sugar. I'm gonna add this melted butter. And then stir it together. Man, this recipe is easy. I think you can do it. I think you're gonna nail it. And then you need 200 mils of sour cream. Oh, that's weird, it's in mils, this is in grams. Doesn't matter, we can use a measuring cup. Mix that in. Okay, and then we need 2 cups. You need 4 cups of milk. I'm going to put in 2, you put in 4. Seriously, you are so close to the end already. Cinnamon. You put in a quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon. It might take a bit of mixing to get the sour cream really mixed and smooth. Mine is still a bit clumpy. And then the last thing you put in the bowl, that's right, we're already at the last thing, is the raisins or sultanas. 1.5 cups of raisins. So I'm just going to do. Now is the assembling part. So you get your dish. I'm hoping it's going to fit in this dish. It might not. I don't have a proper Pyrex. You need a proper baking dish thing. Just do your best. So we're going to do some layering. this was a pro tip from Mama the other day when I was talking to her, is that you don't just put all of the noodles in your dish and then pour all of the mixture on, because all of the sultanas will just drop to the bottom and then you'll end up with a layer of sultanas at the bottom, which is not what you want. You want the sultanas sort of throughout, trapped in the pasta. So we're going to just do it a little bit at a time. I'm going to scoop as I go. So I'm going to scoop so I can make sure I catch some sultanas. Oh, I didn't tell you how much pasta. That's important. 200 grams of pasta. So how much is in all of this? 375. So I've used about a quarter. Oh, right, yeah. So this is about a good amount for me. Yeah. So you need 200 grams of pasta. Wow, that fit so well. I think it's better if you can get the pasta submerged. That's better, because obviously that will help it cook. But if you have a few sticking up on top, it doesn't really matter. They just end up a little bit crispy. And you're almost done. Okay, then we bake it for 30 minutes. But that's not the end, because we're going to put topping on it and then put it back in the oven. And looking at it now, I can totally see why a mixer, maybe I should have used the hand mixer again once I got all the liquid in there, because the sour cream still wasn't totally dissolved into the mixture. We'll see. Okay, so while that's in the oven, we're going to make the topping, which is super quick. We just need cornflakes and sugar. So you need 1.5 cups of cornflakes. You take it and you put it in a plastic bag, any plastic bag. Okay, maybe not like a huge garbage bag. And then you get 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Brown sugar, unprocessed sugar, just not like a super white refined sugar. So you can put, if that's what you have, you can put like white sugar in the Kugel, but still it's better if the topping is with a darker sugar. So 3 tablespoons for you. Rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a jar, you can use a glass, you can use a mug, whatever you got. You can use your fist if you want. That's it. That's your topping. Okay, it's done. Don't turn the oven off. Oh, these top ones might have needed to be a bit more submerged. I'm going to push them down. Oh well, whatever. And then you just sprinkle on top. Try to get it everywhere. And then we put it back in the oven for 45 minutes. Hey, okay, it occurred to me 10 minutes before the end of the 45 minutes that because this is a smaller dish, I probably shouldn't leave it in for the full 45 minutes. So hopefully I haven't burnt it. It looks a bit dark on the top, but not too bad. But yeah, that's it. Kugel. Should I cut it? No, I don't want to cut it. You should leave it. You need to let it sit for a while, because if you let it, you want it to be totally cool. That's when it's really dense and chewy and yummy. So just let it sit for a while before you eat it. Okay. Go get 'em.